The Second Chance Roundtable discussion took place at Churches United for the Homeless. Senator Langseth and Representative Lanning were able to join us for testimony, and constituents lobbied them on several bills relating to Second Chance. Senator Langseth was congratulated for making the honor roll on the Racial Justice Report Card, released on March 18.
Thank you all for the courageous testimony that you gave here today. I also wanted to make sure that I made note of a honor roll legislator that is here with us today with the Racial Report Card release that was done, I believe, on Tuesday or Wednesday on the Hill. Senator Keith Langseth got a B.
They were also presented with a racial equity tool, a series of questions that can be applied to legislation, policies, and programs to ensure that race is considered in an effort to reduce disparities and colorblind legislation.
But these were made by the Organizing Apprenticeship Project. They are a cheat sheet, essentially, to make it onto the honor roll list or to make it on the racial equity, to make sure that your bills that you're passing are looking at race, understanding race, and being equitable to those groups. Simply because Second Chance Opportunities works with people that have had contact with the law, it doesn't mean that it's just strictly based on race. But since they are disproportionately inside of the prison institutions, this is why we use these racial equity guidelines.
The Racial Equity Tool, a series of questions that can be applied to legislation, policies, and programs, was presented to the Moorhead Human Rights Commission on March 24th. And it's the Organizing Apprenticeship Project. And what that project did with legislators is it tracked how they voted on potentially up to 9 bills some years, 13 bills other years. But these particular bills are focused on racial equity. And what they find is that these bills, if they're implemented or if they're not implemented, will have disparaging effects either on people of color more so than they would on the general population, or that they will benefit people of color more so than they would, or at least to remove some of the barriers and disparities that they're currently facing. And it's simply a racial equity tool is what they call it, and it can be applied to any policy or any bill that's moving through the Senate. And I just asked you to apply these questions to it, 1 through 5. And I'd like to hand one of these out to all of you that are here and kind of put it also into public record here. And it does have a website if you ever wanted to print some more of these out. They'll give you a template on the website in the back.